I've never met anyone with too much acid in their stomach. So two things will heal reflux or heartburn. And if someone says to me, I've been on antacids for 25 years, is it working? You see, when you're healing an irritated gut, this is what you've got to do. If a person is only going once a day, how can they encourage their colon to go more?
Dr. Barbara O'Neill is a world-renowned health expert. She remains a strong advocate for holistic and natural health, with countless testimonies to support her methods and techniques. Today, she will be telling us the natural way to quickly heal acid reflux. She will also expose 3 secret herbs that heal irritable bowel syndrome and constipation immediately. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss this valuable recipe. Acid reflux.
I've never met anyone with too much acid in their stomach. If someone says, I've got an over-acid stomach, my question is, how do you know? Oh, I can feel it burning. Oh, the problem's not the acid. The problem might be you're dehydrated and you haven't got enough mucus, because mucus is 99% water. I know it's acid because it keeps coming up here. Well, the problem's not the acid. The problem is this little gate here. You see that little gate called the cardiac sphincter? It should be closed, and if it's closed, no acid will come up.
Acid reflux occurs when your stomach acid flows back into your esophagus. This backflow can lead to various symptoms, the most common of which is heartburn. Other symptoms may include regurgitation of food or sour liquid, difficulty swallowing, a sensation of a lump in your throat, and persistent cough or throat irritation.
So why would acid come up? Because that little gate is weak. Why would it be weak? A lot of people today have breakfast like a pauper, lunch like a pauper, and dinner is the king and the queen together. And then they lie down at night and gravity presses against that little cardiac sphincter, weakening it. Well, that little sphincter is a muscle, and when it's relaxed, it's closed. And when it tightens, it opens. So stress when all the muscles tighten can open it.
Dr. Barbara O'Neill explains that the real issue often comes from our cardiac sphincter. It opens to allow food into your stomach and closes to prevent stomach acid from flowing back into your esophagus. If this valve weakens or doesn't close properly, that's when acid can escape into your esophagus, causing the burning sensation known as acid reflux. Dr. Barbara says that the way you structure your meals can contribute to weakness in your cardiac sphincter. Eating light breakfast and lunch but indulging in heavy dinners can lead to increased pressure on your cardiac sphincter. When pressure builds up, it becomes difficult for the sphincter to remain closed, allowing acid to rise. How to heal acid reflux.
So two things will heal reflux or heartburn. One is eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and dinner like a pauper, or you say supper. And take magnesium 3 times a day. Is it that simple?
Dr. Barbara O'Neill emphasizes the importance of meal timing and composition in healing reflux. First, having a substantial breakfast fuels your body for the day ahead, giving you the energy you need. A hearty breakfast can also kickstart your metabolism. By having a lighter dinner, you give your digestive system time to process food before you lie down. Dr. Barbara additionally points out the importance of magnesium, recommending that it be taken 3 times per day. Magnesium is essential for muscle function, including the closure of your cardiac sphincter, which keeps acid from escaping into your esophagus.
And if someone takes antacid to stop the acid going up, what's my next question? What's going to break the protein down now? And you know what long-term antacids they're finding is producing now? Colon cancer. Because the protein's not getting broken down, partially digested protein is reaching the large colon, and then the body says, what are you doing here? Quick, we have to create a lot of bacteria to deal with that, and that excess bacteria can start eating down the colon wall.
Dr. Barbara points out that relying on antacids to control acid reflux can lead to serious long-term consequences. This can result in partially digested proteins entering the large intestine, where they shouldn't be. Your body responds to this situation by producing excess bacteria to manage the undigested proteins. Unfortunately, this overgrowth of bacteria can harm the colon wall, potentially leading to conditions like colon cancer.
And if someone says to me, I've been on antacids for 25 years, is it working? 25 years? What's the definition of insanity? To do what you've always done and expect different results.
How to heal irritable bowel syndrome.
You see, when you're healing an irritated gut, this is what you've got to do. Number one, stop all the irritants. What are the irritants? Wheat, dairy, refined sugar, alcohol. All of these foods are like kerosene to a fire to an irritated gut.
Irritable bowel syndrome is a chronic gastrointestinal disorder that affects the large intestine. Common symptoms include stomach pain, constipation, and diarrhea. Dr. Barbara highlights the importance of identifying and eliminating irritants from our diet. Foods like wheat, dairy, refined sugar, and alcohol can be extremely harmful to an irritated gut. Wheat and dairy, in particular, can trigger reactions in many individuals, causing discomfort and digestive issues. Refined sugars can disrupt the gut microbiome, feeding harmful bacteria and contributing to an imbalance that worsens irritable bowel symptoms.
Number two, probiotic. Probiotic is for life.
Dr. Barbara emphasizes the lifelong importance of probiotics. These beneficial bacteria help restore balance in the gut microbiome, supporting digestion and reducing inflammation.
And number three, there is a herb called slippery elm, and slippery elm coats, soothes and heals the lining of the gut. Psalm 104 verse 14, the Bible says, God gave herbs for the service of man. Slippery elm is a remarkable herb. It not only gives form to the stool, it coats, soothes and lines the gut, and it contains a growth stimulant, so it can stimulate rapid healing in the lining of the gut.
Dr. Barbara recommends slippery elm as a key ingredient in gut healing. Slippery elm has been used as a potent herb for centuries, primarily for its soothing properties. It is rich in mucilage, a gel-like substance that becomes slippery when mixed with water. This mucilage coats and soothes the lining of the digestive tract, providing a protective barrier. This is particularly beneficial for individuals with irritable bowel who may experience diarrhea or loose stools. By providing this bulk and structure, slippery elm can help regulate bowel movements, promoting more consistent and formed stools. A friendly reminder, kindly like this video and subscribe to our channel to encourage us. How to heal constipation.
What happens if a person is only going once a day? How can they encourage their colon to go more? Choose a high fiber diet, make sure they're well hydrated, make sure they're exercising. What if they're doing all of that and they're still only going once a week? And I've met some people that are. Or usually when they start that, they'll start going at least 3 times a week. The cells in our body develop habits, and often the colon has developed a habit. So it's actually, even though you're doing everything right, it's in the habit of not going. So there are herbs that'll revive colon function. And the herb tea mix that we are serving you, we call it colon tea, because these herbs specifically, directly affect the function of the colon.
Dr. Barbara suggests a high-fiber diet because fiber adds bulk to your stool and helps it pass more easily through your digestive tract. Foods rich in fiber include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Staying well hydrated is also crucial, as water helps soften the stool, making it easier to eliminate. Also, regular exercise stimulates your intestines and encourages bowel movements. However, if you are following these recommendations and still experiences infrequent bowel movements, Dr. Barbara introduces a herbal tea mix called colon tea, which is designed to specifically support your colon function. This tea contains herbs that are particularly beneficial for your digestive health.
And this is the recipe: 1 part cascara, 2 part licorice, and 3 part buckthorn. Licorice is a root, and buckthorn and cascara are barks. So they all need a gentle simmer. So of that mix, you mix it together in a jar, and the recipe is 1 teaspoon of these herbs to 1 cup of water. And then there is a gentle simmer, and you would simmer them for say 10 minutes. And the dose is, most people, 1 cup a night will do. If a person's a bit more frequent, 1/2 cup at night. Only in about 3 cases have I ever met people that would need 3 cups a day.
The recipe for the colon tea involves a combination of cascara, licorice, and buckthorn. Cascara is known for its natural laxative effects, while licorice can soothe your digestive tract. Buckthorn aids in stimulating bowel movements. The gentle simmer is a method of extracting the beneficial properties from the herbs without damaging their effectiveness. This method allows for a potent infusion that can promote colon health.
But not forever. These herbs, if continually taking, it gets to the point where you have to take less and less and less. Or your guide is your body's response. This is the only tea that I know that acts like a laxative, but it's not addictive, because eventually you'll go so much you won't need to take it. Again, at the same time, you've got to eat the fibre, be well hydrated, have most of your food at breakfast and lunch, eat lightly at night.
Dr. Barbara emphasizes that the tea should not be used as a long-term solution, but rather to help your body establish a more consistent pattern. And it should be noted that drinking less tea over time emphasizes the goal of restoring natural bowel function rather than creating dependency. Herbs that improve your digestion.
And there are some herbs that are very bitter and they stimulate the release of digestive enzymes, liver enzymes and pancreatic, and that is gentian and dandelion and St. Mary's thistle, or sometimes it's called milk thistle.
Dr. O'Neill points out that these 3 herbs work synergistically to improve digestive processes. Gentian is known to stimulate the production of digestive enzymes in the stomach and pancreas. This can enhance the breakdown of food, making nutrients more accessible to your body. Gentian can be consumed in various forms, including tinctures, capsules, or as a tea. Dandelion stimulates bile production, which is essential for digesting fats. Increased bile flow helps emulsify fats, enhancing their absorption. The bitter compounds in dandelion promote the secretion of digestive juices, improving overall digestion. It may also help alleviate symptoms like bloating and gas. Dandelion can be eaten as a tea, added to salads, or taken in supplement form. The root is often roasted and brewed as a coffee substitute. Milk thistle contains silymarin, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect liver cells from damage and promotes liver regeneration. By enhancing bile flow, milk thistle aids in fat digestion and absorption. This can be particularly beneficial for individuals with gallbladder issues. Milk thistle is commonly available in capsule or tincture form. You can take it as a tea, although the concentrated forms are generally more effective for liver support.
So the beauty of these 3 herbs is they will increase digestion in the stomach, they will increase the liver's ability to release its bile, and also pancreas. So those 3 herbs do those 3.
By stimulating the release of digestive enzymes, these herbs enhance the breakdown of food in your stomach, allowing for more effective nutrient absorption. A healthy liver is crucial for digestion. These herbs increase your liver's ability to release bile, which aids in the digestion of fats and the detoxification of harmful substances.
So they stimulate it to do it, where the bromelain and the papain, they basically can even take the place of those other proteolytic enzymes.
Dr. O'Neill mentions bromelain and papain, 2 specific proteolytic enzymes derived from pineapple and papaya, respectively. These enzymes help break down proteins into amino acids, aiding digestion. The significance of these enzymes is that they can complement or even take the place of the enzymes produced by the pancreas, further enhancing digestive efficiency. The correct way to sit on the toilet.
So when a person is sitting on the throne like this, puborectalis remains firm, so it's holding still up the colon. But if someone has a little stool, or maybe they've paid the money from Bed Bath and Beyond and got a squatty potty, so now they are mimicking the squatting position, and when the knees are up like this mimicking the squatting position, that causes puborectalis to relax. And when puborectalis relaxes, then the colon opens and the contents is able to be released with ease.
Dr. Barbara O'Neill discusses the importance of proper posture while sitting on the toilet, which can significantly impact bowel movements and overall digestive health. Dr. Barbara says sitting in a conventional position can restrict the natural alignment of the intestines, making it more challenging to pass stool. In contrast, squatting allows for a more natural angle that aligns the rectum and anal canal, reducing resistance. Dr. Barbara suggests using a stool or a product like the Squatty Potty to elevate your knees. This positioning mimics a squatting posture, which relaxes the puborectalis muscle. The puborectalis is a pelvic floor muscle that is essential for bowel control. It forms a wrap around the rectum, helping in keeping the anal canal closed. When a person is ready to excrete waste, this muscle relaxes, allowing the rectum to straighten and the contents to be expelled with ease.
It takes a lot of pressure off the anus, which means it can prevent hemorrhoids, and it can even contribute to the healing of hemorrhoids. In many countries today, people still squat.
This position helps relieve pressure on the anus, which can prevent discomfort and conditions like hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids often occur due to straining during bowel movements, so facilitating an easier process can aid in both prevention and healing. So have you experienced acid reflux, irritable bowel, or constipation symptoms? What steps from Dr. Barbara are you willing to take to find relief? Let us know in the comments.